Sage Markandeya winning over death. This story has been taken from Puran. Sage Mrikandu was leading an ascetic life with his wife in a forest. They were childless for a long time. Mrikandu performed intense tapas for several years in order to please Lord Shiva to get children. Lord Shiva, in all his splendour, appeared before him and said to Mrikandu, "I am pleased by your devotion. Ask from me any boon you desire." Mrikandu was overjoyed. He prayed to Lord Shiva thus, "O Lord, I am childless. Grant me a son." Then Lord said in reply, "Do you desire to have a virtuous, wise and pious son who will live up to 16 years, or a dull-witted, evil-natured son who will live long?" The sage Mrikandu did not hesitate over the choice. He did not want a worthless son. He begged only for a short-lived son of whom he could be proud. Lord Shiva granted the request of his devotee and departed. After some time, Mrikandu's wife conceived and gave birth to a son. The parents were extremely happy about new arrival, whom they named Markandeya. When Markandeya was 5 years old, Mrikandu arranged for his studies. Even in boyhood, Markandeya mastered all the Vedas, Upanishads, Purans, and Shastras. His pleasing ways endeared him to his teachers. The boy was liked by one and all. When he reached the age of 12, his parents arranged his Upanayan sanskar. He was initiated into the chanting of the mystic Gayatri mantra. The boy was very regular in performing the son.The, Vandana, which pleased his parents and others elders. He was thus spending his days very happily, delighting everyone by his charming looks and pleasant behavior. But the parents were sad at heart, and whenever they looked at their son, a gloom appeared over their face. They did not tell Markandeya that he was not destined to live long. The 16th year was fast approaching. One day, unable to control their grief, they wept before him. Markandeya was surprised. He asked them gently the reason for their grief. Mrikandu, with tears running down his cheeks, said, "O my son, according to Lord Shiva's boon, you are destined to live only for 16 years. How can we withstand this? We are helpless and do not know what to do." Markandeya consoled his parents, saying that death was not a thing which wise people should dread. It is as natural as birth. Next day, the boy came to them and said, "Dear father and mother, do not worry for me. I am confident of winning over death. Pray and bless me. I may succeed in my endeavor. Permit me to perform severe penance to please the Lord Shiva." The parents blessed him heartily and sent him for penance. Markandeya was to complete the 16th year on a certain day. Yama knew that Markandeya's life was to come to an end. As usual, Yama's servant came to take his life. But they could not approach him, for the radiation from him was too intense for them. So Yama, the god of death, himself came. He had in his hand the well-known rope with a noose for taking out the young lad's soul from his body and carrying it away. Yam saw the young devotee engaged in the worship of Lord Shiva. Yam could not let the worship be complete if his duty as the god of the death was to be properly performed. Markandeya could not be allowed to live a minute longer after the completion of the 16th year. Normally invisible to human eyes, this time Yama had been forced to show himself to the young boy by virtue of the latter's intense piety and devotion to God. Yam threw his rope with the loop and it went and encircled Markandeya's neck and also the Shivalinga. The Shivalinga at once split into two and out came Lord Shiva with his powerful and majestic trident in hand. He pushed Yam aside and killed him and saved the child. From that day onwards, Markandeya got the names Mrikandu. After that, at the request of other gods, Lord Shiva restored life of Yam. Then, turning to the young devotee, with whose piety he was highly pleased, Lord Shiva blessed him with deathlessness. He said to Markandeya, "Every desire of yours will be fulfilled. You will never be old or grey-haired. You will live virtuous and famous till the end of the world. Omniscience will be an asset in you." To this day, the Hindus reckon Markandeya as one of their immortals. It is said that Markandeya is a great Chiranjeevi, one who lives with the body forever and whose body always appears young, beautiful and saintly on account of his yogic powers. Markandeya has become proverbial for long life. The blessings of the elders even today is, may you live like Markandeya, forever youthful and beautiful. People believe that even now he is living somewhere in the Himalayas in deep meditation for the good of the world. The moral of the story is, for everything in life we need blessings. By taking a shelter of superior personality, we can do impossible things. Things which are above our power and beyond our abilities. Happy Shivaratri.